Okay, so I've finished digging a couple of holes, and what I've done is I filled in the soil, I added some water, filled in more soil, compacted down, kept doing that until I got up to the top, basically, and so it's ready to go. And so what I would like to do for these two spots is to do kind of an experiment. I want to put two different varietals side by side and see how they grow and kind of track them over time and see what the differences are. And so the two that I've selected for this spot is Nugget on this side and Zeus on this side, and so they both have much different characteristics as far as the way that they grow. Nugget it's a moderate grower, so it does okay. It's not vigorous, it's not weak, it's sort of right in the middle. And its yield is a little on the lower side, so I'm not sort of expecting that much from this one plant. But I'll see what I get at the end of the season. It does develop and matures mid-season, so I'll see exactly where that's at this time of year. But something that's interesting about it is that it's actually very resistant to powdery mildew and downy mildew. And so here I'm about a mile from the coast in Southern California. The marine layer has already rolled in, and we have a little bit of a moisture environment, especially considered to in comparison to 5 miles inland or so. And so anyways, my gardens here have been struck with powdery mildew. It will take over my zucchini, my tomatoes, and basically kill them. And so I'm going to be working hard to combat that this year, and I'll need that with Zeus. With Nugget, it's already resistant, and so I'm just expecting it to do well in that regard. As for Zeus, though, its growth rate is higher. It's moderate to vigorous. It's going to probably grow more than Nugget does. I've put it on the side of my house that has a little bit higher eave, so there's an extra foot or two to grow there. Both of these produce kind of compact, large cones, and so I'm expecting the cone size of these to be about equivalent. But anyways, that's the difference. It is actually susceptible to powdery mildew, and so I'm going to do everything I can to try and make sure that doesn't happen. And these are going to be, when I'm driving into the ground here, right at the base, and so I'm going to be tying my rope to here, and this is what's going to anchor, the bottom of my twine, my rope that basically is going to, support the vine. And so, anyways, just wanted to show that off before it goes in the ground. This is about what it looks like, and so I will be driving it in, and I'm going to do it at a slight angle so that, if there is upward pressure or whatever, then it will be secure. It won't just sort of fly out of the ground. It does get windy here, and so that would be sort of the reasoning, and I don't want any strain, around the base of the vine. And so, anyways, that's my plan. I did want to show what Zeus looks like before he goes in the ground. This is the full plant. You can see the vines starting to grow, and the sprouts really, the shoots taking off. On the root side, you kind of have these large chunks of the root. A lot of times these are what you can purchase online is either the full plant or the individual rhizomes. And so I actually did take a cutting off of this guy, and I have it planted back there, or kind of ready to go. It's in a potting plant. But you can, if you wanted to propagate hops, it's through the roots, and so you just take a snip off, and you kind of let it go. You plant it by itself and let it take off. So, but anyways, this is you can still see some rice actually in here as a to provide moisture during shipping and stuff like that. So this is what's going in the ground.